Aloha, my friends. This is Billy Wiggly coming at you live from the Ninth Island, Las Vegas, Nevada. Are you staying positive? Definitely. It's the same thing I tell you every morning, or the same thing I ask you every morning. Are you staying positive? It's easy to do. All we got to do is focus on the positives. There's negatives always floating around. Let them go. Focus on the positives. In other words, look for the positives, and it's always going to be something happening good and positive for you, my friends. Because what I need you to learn today is this right here. Check it out. Watch me insert 3 columns just like that. Boom. Oops, I just took out 3 columns. I meant to insert 3 columns. See that? I just took out 3 columns. And I just inserted 3 columns. Just like that, my friends. Just like that. And that is what we're going to learn today, in addition to a couple of other little techniques. Check it out. Okay, so did I do that right? Because sometimes I'm looking down at my keyboard pressing buttons, and I might accidentally press the wrong key. So I think what I did is I originally deleted 3 columns, but then I inserted 3 columns, and then I took out 3 columns again. So let's go ahead and let me show you exactly what I'm really supposed to be doing, which I was partially doing, which was inserting and removing columns. Now watch this. This is a really quick way to insert some columns. Just select where you want to insert some columns, and then you're going to press a shortcut. And that shortcut is Control plus plus. Control plus, the plus inserts columns or rows. Control minus takes out columns and rows. And it's all based on your selection. Whenever a column or a row is inserted, always the new row or the new column is inserted right before your selection. So for example, if I select column D and I press Control plus, what's going to happen is it's going to insert a column right before column D. So there's going to be a new column D. Boop. You see that? The last name column slid over and became column E. So we selected this column and it inserted a column right before it. Or we selected this column and it inserted a column right before it. Now watch this. I select column D because I want to remove it, and then I'll just press Control minus. So Control plus to insert, Control minus to remove. Now watch this. Let's say you want to insert 3 columns. So if I press Control plus, it's going to push those columns over and insert 3 columns right before it. Control plus, there you go, 3 columns. Inserted 3 columns because I had selected 3 columns. Control minus. Now watch this. For rows, I'll select these 5 rows, and then I'll press Control plus, and there I just put in 5 rows. It picked up the formatting from right above it. Control minus. Watch this right here. I can go right ahead and insert 2 rows right there. Control plus, Control minus to take them out. Now, let's say that I select this merge cell. This merge cell is actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It occupies 10 columns in one row. So if I was to press Control plus, do you think it would insert a bunch of columns or a bunch of rows? I don't know. Let's press Control plus. Look what it's asking us now. It's asking us, do you want to shift the cells down? So it's going to just move 1 down. Shift the cells to the right. Do you want an entire row or an entire column? Let's try them out. Let's say shift cells down. Boom. Inserts 1 cell above. So it's the same exact size as the merge cell we just did. So now let's do Control minus and remove that. Or I did a Control Z to undo. So now here I go and I can just press Control plus again. And now this time, let's shift the cells to the right. And when they shift to the right, are they going to shift the same number of columns? Let's see. Boom. Yeah, it did. Look at that. It pushed the whole merge cell on over. Control Z to undo. Now let's go right ahead and press Control plus again. Then we're selecting that top merge cell. Notice, top merge cell, the title rows that we're selecting. So now here it says another option is insert an entire row. Okay, so let's insert an entire row. And there it is. Now I'm going to press Control Z to undo, Control plus to insert. And now check it out. It's asking us, hey, you want to insert an entire column? Let's try that. And how many columns is it going to insert? Just one? Boom. Nope. It inserted 3, 6, 9, 10 columns, because that's how many columns we were occupying in the title row. See that? Now there's all kinds of other ways of inserting rows and columns and cells. Let's say I want to insert a cell right there. I'll go to Insert. Oops, excuse me. I'm going to go to my Home tab. And right inside my Home tab, what I have is I have the cells group. And let's say I want to insert a cell. So if I press Insert a cell, it's going to ask me once again, how do you want to insert it? Shift cells to the right, down. Do you want an entire row or an entire column? All right. Now, I would like for y'all to check out, I'm going to press this shortcut right here. It's called Control F1. Control plus F1. And what Control F1 does is it opens up the ribbon. Check it out. Control F1. Open up the ribbon. Control F1 hides the ribbon. So I opened up the ribbon because I want to explore my home ribbon. And I'm looking at the home ribbon, and right inside the home ribbon, we see that we have a cells group right here. And the cells group, well, there's a whole lot of really cool things you can do in here. You can go right ahead, insert cells, insert sheet rows, columns, insert a whole new sheet. You see this little icon right here? Notice something. Let's go to our quick access toolbar. Skip right out of here. Let me navigate over here to my quick access toolbar. And look what I got right here. Insert sheets. Yes, we learned that in another lesson. Okay, now let's head back over here to the cells group. We can delete as well. The same thing, delete cells, delete sheet rows, delete sheet columns. And I love Excel. My favorite version of Excel for a while was Excel 2013. I just liked how it looked. I got really used to it. And then there was 2016 and 2019, and I pretty much just kept using 2013 because I like it. And now I'm using Office 365, and wow, there are so many new cool things that you can do. I mean, look at this. You got your sheet protection right over here. Sheet protection, lock cells, format cells right inside your cells group. That's pretty cool. So how do I know all this? Well, that's because I keep click everywhere, which is what you should do. Don't worry, you're never going to break Excel. My job is to break Excel, and I haven't been able to break it so far. Our goal at Don't Get Mad, Get Skills is for you to remove all fear. Go for it. Keep on learning and catapult your career to the next level. So now let's use the cells. I want you to notice the cells group. Okay, notice how everything is activated right now. Now when I make a selection, let's say I select column F, and if I go to insert, it's going to tell me, hey, do you want to insert cells or you want to insert columns? Because I've selected a column, it's thinking that I want to insert columns. That's why the sheet rows is grayed out right there. Now if I was to look at delete, it'd be the same. Let's go to delete. So if I click on delete, it's going to say delete cells, delete sheet columns. It doesn't say anything about rows. Let's move out of here and let's select a row. When I select a row, now then I can look at my cells group, and I have the opportunity to insert rows, insert cells, but not sheet columns because I didn't select a column. There you have it. So remember, a lot of times in Excel, you have to make a selection where you want to apply a tool so that you can use that tool. Sometimes, like in this case, If I wanted to insert a row, I wouldn't be able to because it's saying, hey, you've selected a column, so we're working with columns now. Now, if I just have my marquee anywhere, like right here inside cell D5, and I know it's cell D5, why? Because if I look at the name box, it says D5. And how do I know that's the name box? Well, that's because Excel tells us that it's a name box, but we got to wait 1.1 seconds for that tooltip to appear. A lot of times we don't wait. We just kind of go, D5, what is this, huh? Wait, it's the formula bar. All right. So now I've got my marquee on D5, and let's say I want to insert a row. Boop, I inserted a row, and now I want to insert a column. Boom, there it is. Now let's say if I wanted to use a keyboard shortcut, if I press Control minus right there, it's going to say, hey, same thing. You want to shift cells left? Yeah, let's do that. Boom. What about if I just want to just Control minus, shift cells up. Boom, we didn't do anything here. All right, so remember, because nothing was really selected around here. Now watch this. I can go right ahead and select a column and then press Control minus and remove it. And you may be thinking, hey, why don't we do remove a column and a row at once? Okay, so we want to remove the column, and let's go ahead and select a row. So we've selected the column and a row. So I held down the Control key. I selected column D, press the Control key and hold it and press row 5. Now, what's going to happen if I press Control minus? That normally would delete my selected column or selected row. Here we selected a column and a row. If I press Control minus, is it going to remove a column and a row at the same time? We won't know until we try. Let's take a look. Boop. Oh, what does this say? It says you cannot use that command on overlapping selections. We want to make sure that you read all of these warnings and error messages, right? Because you could just be going, come on, Control minus, come on, and you're going crazy and you start Googling when you could have just read that. And a lot of times we don't stop. We get mad instead of thinking about getting skills. Don't get mad, get skills. It's a difference between reacting and responding. So now I've just selected the column, Control minus to remove it. Now I select row 5, Control minus to remove it. And there we have it, my friends, just like that. And I want to encourage y'all to check out don'tgetmadgetskills.com. Better yet, how about this? My Excel Club, myexcel.club. Boom. And then you're going to end up right over here at the 7 Steps to Excel Success VIP membership. You can start your free day trial right there, your free 3-day trial right there, and start learning. You're going to have access to all these courses, my friends, right there, just for $7 a month. And that's it. Alrighty, my friends. Like I always say, keep on learning. Remember, I love you. I really do. And I want you to just learn and take your skills to the next level so that you can be really super happy like me all the time. See? And remember, most of all, don't get mad. Get skills. Aloha.